Hi, my name is Benedict Dungo, and I'm going to do my laboratory exercise number 5, static routing. Below, we'll discuss one of the more difficult CCNA concept, the three-router static route lab. I'm sure with repetition, you will find this topic become easier. So even though it may be difficult concept and confusing at first, keep at it as no one said getting your Cisco certification will be easy. Static route lab. Uh, R2, R1, and R3 routers and 3 PCs with their IP addresses. Objective. In this lab, you will configure static routers between all three routers. This will allow routers to router packets so that the routers and all hosts will be able to ping each other. Once your configuration is complete, you will use basic technique to test your network connectivity. Scenario: three separate classful network need routing between them and their subnets. Setup: configure the cabling as shown in the network diagram or use Cisco Packet Trace software to simulate this exercise. If the routers have startup config, erase it and perform a reload of the routers. Important: configure the routers to include hostname and the proper interface commands, including IP address, subnet mask, etc. Each router should be able to ping the interface of the adjacent neighboring router and the host on its LAN internet interface. Test and troubleshoot as necessary. Using the context sensitivity help, previous lab, your book and handouts, and if you're still having a problem, ask your partner or ask the instructor for assistance. Okay. Step 1. Configure static router. On each router, configure a separate and specific static router for each network or subnet. You do not need to configure static router for router directly connected networks because like host, by configuring the IP address subnet mask on an interface tells the router that belongs to that network subnet. Okay, let's do the topology first. We go to Cisco Packet Tracer. We'll be needing an 18. Okay, 3 of them. Okay, let's switch this here and here. Okay, we'll be needing 3 PCs. 2, 3. Okay, now let's put the cabling. Okay, before we do the cabling, we'll need to put a port, wick 1T, turn off, on. Router 1, we'll be putting 2 wick 1T for router 1. Okay, on, and 1 for this will be router 3. Okay, already on. Okay, now we've already installed all the outlets. Let's do the wiring. Based on the topology here. Okay, we'll be putting serial 0 port to serial 0 port, and another one will be serial 1 to serial 0 port. Okay, then you'll use a copper cross cable to be connecting PC to Ethernet fast 0 to fast internet 0, another one fast internet 0 to fast internet 0, and the last one is fast internet 0, fast internet 0. Okay, now we already put the cables. Let's try to label them properly. Okay, let's change the name for this is R2, router 2. Okay, then we'll shrink this so we can, okay, there you go. Then let's label this first line as 172.16.2.1 -24 S 0-0-0, and this one is F 0-0 172.16.3.1 -24. Okay, and this one is, okay, here is S 0-0-0 172.16.2.2 -24. Okay, let's fix it. There, okay, there, this one over here, and this one is 172.16.3.0 -24. Okay, and PC ones will be, okay, let's move it. Okay, PC one will be 172.16.1.0 -24. Okay, and this will be R1. Okay, just move it so you can see the labels. Okay, then this will be, okay, this one will be S010, enter, then 192.168.1.2 -24. Okay, let's move this here. Okay, and this one will be S0-0-0 192.168.1.1 -24. The last one here is F0-0 192.168.2.1 -24. Okay, and This is 192.168.2.0-24. Okay, now we already labeled everything. Okay, let's expand this so it will fit. Okay, and adjust this, everything, and we'll change this to R3. Okay, there you go. Okay, now the next thing we'll do is, based on the instructions, is to configure the routers to include host name and proper interface commands and IP address, subnet mask, etc. Okay, we'll start with R2. Okay, click N. Alright, we'll be needing this one, R2. Okay, first thing we're gonna do now is enable, then config T, and then we're gonna put the host name. Host name is router 2. Enter. Then we'll have no IP domain dash lookup. Wrong spelling. No IP domain dash lookup. Then enable secret class. Then we put the banner OTD and three authorized access only. 3. Okay, and then we'll put the line console 0 password Cisco login. That's it. Then we'll do the line VTY04 password Cisco and logging synchronous and log in, exit. And now the last one is service password encryption. Service password encryption. Enter and exit. Then write man. Okay, now we'll configure. We'll put the IP addresses. Then config T. Then the first one we're gonna do is interface serial 0-0-0, enter IP address is 172.16.2.1, 255.255.255.0, enter. Then because it has a clock right there, see, okay, clock rate 64123, enter, no shutdown, and enter. Okay, then exit. Then we'll do the F0. So we'll put interface F0-0, enter, then IP address 172.16.3.1, 255.255.255.0, enter, and no shutdown. Okay, enter, enter, then exit, 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 then we'll write, okay. That's how we already configure R2. Then we'll try to go to PC. Okay, we'll configure the IP address. IP address for this is 172.16.3.0. Then default gateway is 172.16.3.1. Okay, we close it. Alright, the next one we're gonna do is R1. Go to R1, click M, okay, enter. First thing we're gonna do is enable, then config T, then host name router 1. Then we'll put no IP domain lookup, enable secret class, secret class, banner MOTD, and authorized access only, and then line console 0, password Cisco, log in, exit, and line VTY04, password Cisco, Cisco logging synchronous login exit, then service password encryption and exit, and right now. Okay, now we'll configure the interfaces. Now config t interface. The first one is uh, serial 0-0-0, enter IP address. IP address is 172.16.2.2, 255.255.255.0, enter, no shutdown. Shutdown. Okay. Enter. I think I'm missing one more label here. Give me a second. It's for, yeah, this one. I will tap 0-0, enter. It's okay. It's 172.16.1.1 and 4. Okay, for this one. Okay, there you go. See, I knew I'm missing something right there. Okay. Oops, I'm doing that. Okay, so go back to R1. Okay, enter, then exit. Then we'll configure interface F0-10, IP address 172.16.1.1, 255.255.255.0, no shutdown. Okay, and the last one here is exit. We'll configure interface serial 0-1-0. Okay, enter. IP address is 192.168.1.2, 255.255.255.0. Enter. This has a clock rate 64123. Enter. No shutdown. And enter. Then exit. Exit again. And we save this. Right menu. Okay. Alright. Okay, this R1. Then we go to the PC. So terminal. Okay. IP address is 172.16.1.0, and default is 172.16.1.1, and close. Okay, the next one is R3. Okay, click and remove it here. Okay, enter. Enable config t. Host name is router 3. Enter. Then no IP domain name lookup. Enable secret class. Then banner MOT end. Okay. Authorized access only. 2, 3. And then we go to line console. Console 0 login. Oops. Line console. Password first. Password Cisco. Then log in. Exit. Then line VTY04. Password Cisco. Logging synchronous. Login. Exit. Okay, then we'll do service password encryption. Exit, and right menu. Okay, now we'll configure the IP addresses. So config t interface serial 0.0.0. Enter. IP address 192.168.1.1, 255.255.255, 0.0, enter, no shutdown. Okay, then exit, then we'll configure line 3 interface, oops, okay. Interface F0-0, IP address 192.168.2.1, 255.255.255.0, enter, no shutdown, enter, exit, exit, right, then, okay. Now we'll put the IP address here. What's that? Oh. IP address 192.168.2.0. Okay, we'll do the configuration here. Gateway first is 192.168.2.1. Internet here is 192.168.2.1, 0.2.0. This will be 0, 0. Okay, there you go. Okay, instruction. Step 1. Configure the static routing on each router. Configure a separate and specific static route for each network or subnet. You do not need to configure static route for the router directly connected to the network because, like a host, by configure the IP address and subnet mask on an interface tells the router that it belongs to that network and subnet. Okay, we'll do this to router 1. Config T. Okay. IP route 172.16.3.0, 255.255.255.0 with 172.16.2.1. Sure. Then IP route 192.168.2.0, 255.255.255.0 will be 192.168.1.1. Let's see if that's correct. Okay, that's right. Enter. Okay, we did that. Then we'll do it to router 2. Router 2, enter Cisco, enable last, okay, go router 2, config T, then IP route 172.16.1.0, 255.255.255.0, then 172.16.2.2. Okay, enter, then IP route 192.168.1.0, 255.255.255.0, 172.168.2.2, IP route 192.168.2.0, 255.255.255.0, 172.16.2.2, and enter. Okay, now we go to router 3. Router 3, okay, config T, config T, okay, do now is IP route 172.16.1.0, 255.255.255.0, then 192.168.1.2, then IP route 172.16.2.0, 255.255.255.0, and 192.168.1.2. IP route 172.16.3.0, 255.255.255.0, 192.168.1.2. Enter. Okay. Now, verify or validate. All hosts and all routers should be able to ping every interface on the network. Okay. Start pinging. R2. Exit. Let's ping, say, router 2. Let's ping 172.16.3.0. Here. There we go. It's pinging. Okay. Then router 2. Let's ping 192.168.1.2. Okay. Success rate 100%. Okay. So, okay, R1, exit, exit. Okay, let's ping 192.168.1.1. Successful rate 100%. Okay, and let's ping router 1 to ping 172.16.1.0. Okay, it's pinging. Okay, all right. We proved that it's everything is doing some things for the interfaces. Now let's do show running config first. Show running dash config for R2. Okay, there. Running config, hostname R2, enable secret, no IP domain lookup, interface fast internet 0, IP address, serial 0, clock 64,000, okay, IP classes, banner MOTD, authorized access only, password 7, BTY4. Okay, now let's show IP route. Okay, show IP route. Okay, for R2, let's compare the outputs. Okay, 172.16.0.0-24 subnetted 3. Subnetted 3 is identical. S172.16.10 is identical. Then C is directly connected to serial 0. Okay, C172.3.0 directly connected to Ethernet 0. Okay, the output for router 2 is identical as here in the lab. Let's see in R1. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is show running dash config. Okay, oops. Okay, wrong spelling. Show running dash config. Okay, there you go. Let's see, everything is here. Interface 00, interface serial 01 is on clock. Interface serial 00, nope, it's on the clock. Okay, shut down. Then let's show IP route. Show IP route. Okay, let's just fix this. So it fits. Well, there you go. Okay. So the outputs for route 1 is identical here on the one I did. It's 172.16.0.0-24 is subnetted 3 subnets. Okay. C172.16.0.1 directly connected to Ethernet 0. C172.16.2.0 is directly connected to serial 00. And S172.16.3.0 is 1-0 by 172.16.2.1 is identical. So everything is the same. Okay. Then we'll go to router 3. Okay, router 3. Exit. Then show running dash config. Enter. Okay. Alright, show running configuration. Current version 12.4. Hostname router 3. Enable secret. No IP domain lookup. Spanning tree mode PVST. Interface. Fast internet 0. IP address. Interface serial 00, IP address, and IP classes, IP routes, IP flow export version 9, banner MOTD, authorized access only, line con password, LAN BTY04 password, and more. Okay. Now, let's do show IP route. Let's fix this. Okay. As shown here in the outputs, as you can see, everything is identical from what I did. The last two is C192.168.1.0, that's 24, directly connected to serial 00, and 192.168.2.0 is directly connected to fast internet 0. Okay, next instruction. Step 2, configuring summary static routes. The configuration of routers in step 1 worked just great and is valid way to configure routing on this network earlier. We noticed that network 172.16.00 is divided into several subnets. The router 3 router does not really need separate static routes of each subnet since all of this 172.16.0.0 subnet can be reached by the same next hop IP address. Router 1, let's configure the static route on router 3 so that it only uses a single static route to reach all of 172 0.16.0.0 subnets. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Okay, let's go. Config T. Now we'll do no IP route 172.16.1.0, 255.255.255.0, and 192.168.1.2. Then no IP route 172.168.1.6.2.0, 255.255.255.0, 192.168.1.2, and no IP route 172.16.3.0, 255.255.255.0, 192.168.1.2. There we go. Now we're gonna do is okay, IP address IP route 172.16.0.0, 255.255.255.0, then 192.168.1.2. Enter. Then exit. Okay. Then show running config. Okay, now there's only one. Now we'll show IP route. Okay, let's compare. Okay, see, gateway last resort is not set. S 172.16.00 0 by 192.168.1.2. C 192.168.1.0 is directly connected to serial 00, and C 192.16.2.0 is directly connected to Fast Internet 0. Okay. Step 3. Configure default static route. Both step 1 and step 2 are acceptable ways to configure routing for this network. We notice that the 172.16.3.0 and the 192.168.2.0 network are sub-networks, meaning that there is only one way out, both by router 1. Okay, so router 1, no change. So let's start with router 2. Okay, enter Cisco enable class. Okay, so config T. So the first one is no IP route 172.16.1.0 and 255.255.255.0 and 172.16.2.2. Enter no IP route for 192.168.1.0, then 255.255.255.0 and 172.16.2.2. Enter no IP route 192.168.2.0, 255.255.255.0, 172.16.2.2. Okay, enter. Now add the new default static route. So IP route is 0.0.0.0 space 0.0.0.0. Okay, and 172.16.2.2 and enter. Okay, exit. Enter. So we'll do that also in router 3. Router 3. So config T. So we'll be doing a no IP route on 172.16.0.0 and 255.255.255.0, then 192.168.1.2. Enter, and IP route 0.0.0.0 space 0.0.0.0 192.168.1.2 and enter. Okay, verify and validate. Okay, exit. Let's do a show running dash config. Okay, Okay. Notice class is route 000.192.168.1.2 for R3. Okay. Mhm. Let's ping 192.168.2.0. Okay, it's pinging. There we go. Now let's do a. We're here at router 3, so let's do a show IP route. We'll do the router 2 after this. Okay. The output for router 3 show IP route. Gateway last resort 192.168.1.2 to network 0.0.0.0. C 192.168.1.0 is directly connected to serial 0, and C 192.168.2.0 is directly connected to fast internet 0, and S star 0.0.0.0/0 1/0 by 192.168.1.2. Okay, it's the same. So now we'll save this. Write mem. Enter. Okay. Now the last one we're gonna do is for R2. Let's exit and show IP route. There you go. It's also the same as what we got. Let's save this. Right mem. Okay, and we'll save also R1 Cisco and enable class right mem. Okay, this conclude my laboratory exercise number 5. Thank you very much.